Hi everyone, good day. Are you ready for another math venture with Teacher Rev? Let's start our statistics learning journey. Good day everyone. Today we're going to talk about presentation of data. Now, before we talk about how we're going to present data, there are two classifications of data first. The one that we call ungroup and we have group data. When we say data is ungrouped, these are data that are not organized or if arranged, could only be arranged from highest to lowest or lowest to highest. While when we talk about group data are organized and arranged into different classes or categories. A mass of data is sometimes too big to handle, so that grouping is necessary to see the important feature of the data and get the appropriate measurements. That's why we emerged the group data. Now, there are different methods of presenting data, and one way to present data is what we call textual method of ungrouped data. When we say textual, this can be represented in textual form by enumerating characteristics giving emphasis on significant figures and identifying relevant features of the data. Now, if we're going to look at this data that we have here, this is not group nor ungroup, but this data is a raw score because these are the scores and the values given in our data. This score identifies the scores of 50 students in mathematics test. Let's consider that. How do we identify or how do we write it in textual form? It depends. There can be several questions that you will be asking your students to answer. So in this case, I can have, for instance, based on the data, the highest score is 50 while the lowest score is 3. Their difference is 47. We can have those description in textual method. Based on the data, there are blank students who got a passing mark, which in our case, let's consider 75 as a passing mark. Now, how do we do that? Let's get 75% of 50. So we get our calculator. That would be 50 times 0.75. And the answer is 75 over 2. We click on SD to change to decimal. And that would be 37.5. So 38. The passing mark would be 38. If we are going to consider that, we need to count how many got 38. That would be considering this. 1, 2, 3. In the fourth column, there's none. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and that's it. So based on the data, there are 11 students who got a passing mark. So these are the textual form. But the point is, if we have a raw data, it will be difficult for us to identify the values or the description based on the given. That's why emerges what we call the stem and leaf plot. The stem and leaf plot will give us provision to organize our data in such a way that in here will be the tens and here will be the ones digit. We're going to place the tens digit in the stem and the ones digit in the leaf. What if it's a 3-digit number? Then the hundreds plus tens will be here. The ones digit will be here. This is another way of doing it. So since this is a 2-digit number, let's identify the highest score is 50. Therefore, the highest stem is 5. We also have a tens digit of 4, just like 43. So we have a stem of 4. We also have 35. So we have a stem of 3 because 3 is the tens digit. We have a tens digit of 1. We also have a tens digit of 1 and 2 as well. So we have 2, 1, 0. Why we have 0? Because there's a 1-digit number. When we talk about stem and leaf plot, we plot these items. For instance, I'll do it per column. I'll use the first column first to plot. I have 38, so I have 3. I put 8 around here. Now, why so far from 3 or from the table? Because I would want it in ascending order so that it's easier for me to describe. So that's 8. Then I would want 4. Okay, I have here 48. So 8 would be here in 4. And then 28. Oh, it's all 8. 28 here. And then I have 20. So 20 is here. So I'll put comma in front and before and after each item. So that's it. I'll go to the second row. In the second row, I have 32. So 3 is the tens, and then I have 2 here. Then I have, so I'm done with that, 19. So I have 1 and then 9 here. And then I have 3. So I have 3 here. 03, it's here. And then I have 50. So that's 50. If I continue doing this, I will have something like this. So from the given data, I would have something like this. This is the stem and leaf plot. So if I'm going to describe this using textual method, it will be easier for me to say that based on the data, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 students got 40 and above in the test. Or based on the data, 20 students will undergo remediation program, things like that. So this is actually a way, the stem and leaf is a way for us to be able to describe our data in textual method for the ungroup. This had been a great learning adventure. So see you next time on another math venture with Teacher Rev. Remember, don't stop until you're proud. Learning math takes time. Bye. And I can't wait so we can break apart.